Hey y'all, my name's Shiva Rajbhandari. I'm the first student ever elected to the local school board here in Boise, Idaho, and I'm here to tell you about the importance of local elections. We hear a lot about national politics, but it's those local elections, school board, city council, and state legislature, that make the majority of decisions that influence our day-to-day lives.
I was prompted to take civic action when I first learned about the climate crisis. In Boise schools, we began organizing for a climate justice plan for our school district and began campaigning for a clean energy commitment and long-term sustainability plan for our school district. And so we sent postcards to our board members, we sent dozens of emails, but over and over again, it just felt like we were being shut down. We were told that we were too young, and it was clear that our school board members were really dismissive of student voices and didn't understand the power that students could bring to the table in making decisions for our school district. And that was when we started to ask, what would it look like to have a student on the school board? And so we decided to run a campaign. And in June of 2022, I announced that I would be seeking election to the school board. And we used the skills that we learned in running a campaign for a clean energy commitment for our district to win an election to the school board. We collected endorsements from politicians, legislators, city council members, and even the local newspaper, the Idaho Statesman. Election day was a roller coaster. And at about like 1:30 in the morning, we learned that I had won and that I'd be sworn in the next week. And we were ecstatic. Being sworn in, and that was a little bit daunting, I'm not gonna lie. It became very real very quickly. And it was exciting because there were decisions being made in our boardroom that I knew how they were impacting students in a way that not a single other person in that room understood. And we demanded real action on the climate crisis. And when they had to see us face to face, they passed a collective commitment on clean energy and began to put our school district on track to transition away from fossil fuels and towards a clean energy future that we deserve. But it also came with some challenges. Our legislature banned gender-affirming care in a sweeping bill, and then it broke my heart. That night, before I went to bed, I tweeted my anger at the governor. And in the morning, I woke up and dozens of comments and emails flowing into the board, calling for me to resign. And I knew that I'd made a mistake. I'd failed to act in a way that was expected of a school board member, regardless of the circumstances. And eventually, after talking to some of my peers on the board, I did issue an apology. And that was difficult. What keeps me going is the students in our school district and the teachers and the community that we've built together. And true to my promise, I created a proposal for our board to establish a non-voting student position so that even after I leave office, we will continue to have students represented on our school boards, continue to have students involved in the decision-making process in our district. But that proposal has been essentially shut down by our school board members. But the fight has not ended. I'm actually very confident that we will win this fight. And just like the fight for climate action in our school district, we might not win it this year or next. People are going to tell you no over and over and over again. Often they really don't know any much better than you what decisions they're making and how that's affecting folks on the ground. If you want to begin organizing, begin taking civic action in your community, get organized. Bring folks together in your community, begin talking about these issues, begin creating solutions. Slowly you can build power, you can build a campaign. All you have to do is keep believing it, keep dreaming it. There's no dream that's too small or too big.